Noticing patterns for how frequently a word occurs throughout the Bible is one way to identify the significance of a word. Let's use some tools in the analysis window to assist us in this task. For our example, go to 1 Peter 1:2 and display the BGT version in the Browse window. In the analysis window, right-click on the red button in the upper right corner of the analysis window so that you have two tabs displaying together. Click on the Use tab and also the Stats tab so they're both displaying together. If you find that both the Use tab and the Stats tab are found in one column, you can click on one and drag it to the other column and release. Or you can do this if you wish to have the tabs arranged a little bit differently. So now that you have both the Use tab and the Stats tab displaying together, we're going to use a right-click option in the Use tab. Right-click in the Use tab and choose the option Update Stats tab if open. Right-click in the Use tab and make sure that that option is checked. Now in the header for the Use tab, we want to check the radio button next to Version, so that when we hold our mouse cursor over a word, it'll search for all instances of that word across the whole version. And since we're using the BGT, we're searching throughout the Septuagint and the Greek New Testament. So now place your mouse cursor over the word charis. The Version tab tells me that charis appears 289 times in 277 verses across the BGT. And the Stats tab shows us the books from where it occurs, from highest to lowest frequency. We see that Old Testament books have the green color, Apocryphal books the blue color, and New Testament books the red color. The drop-down box there offers many ways to display the information. Let's take a look at the Stats tab in depth. The drop-down box here offers many ways to display the search information. For our purposes, select % of verses in book with hit /verses in book. Make sure you have the drop-down box here for descending, though you can set it to normal, to view the books in an order from Genesis to Revelation. But with descending checked, we find the graph shows that 1 Peter has more verses containing a hit in comparison to the number of verses in 1 Peter than any other book. Therefore, we can expect that with this large percentage of references of charis or grace to the verses in 1 Peter, the concept of grace is likely an important concept in 1 Peter. There are some other options in the Stats tab. We've seen our book order options, but you also have the Options button that gives you options for the display of detail level by book, chapter, or verse. And there are also options for exporting. You can copy your graph to the clipboard, or you can print the graph as well. So we see that the Use tab and the Stats tab are very helpful for noticing word use patterns.